AI philosophy, enabling humans to establish destiny for themselves and establish a mind for AI. Similarities and differences among Freud, Jung, and Adler. Freud and Jung belong to the psychoanalytic school. Adler eventually broke away from the psychoanalytic school over academic disagreements. Psychoanalytic therapy does not attempt to treat conscious awareness directly. By contrast, Adler's approach differs from psychoanalysis in that it works directly on conscious awareness and can be regarded as an educational method. Click the plus sign to follow this account for more fascinating content. Sigmund Freud, 1856-1939, is one of the important founders of modern psychology. His theories were inherited and developed by numerous scholars, including Carl Jung, 1875-1961, who founded analytical psychology, and Alfred Adler, 1871-1937, the founder of individual psychology. Freud and Jung were part of the Psychoanalytic school. Adler was initially a member of the school, but later split from it due to academic divergences. Psychoanalytic therapy is an intervention that does not target conscious awareness directly. Instead, it brings unconscious mental contents to light and integrates them into consciousness so as to eliminate psychological symptoms. Adler's approach, however, works directly on consciousness. It can be viewed as an educational method that helps individuals alter their mistaken lifestyles through education, encouragement, and guidance. Points of agreement among the three thinkers. Asterisk, psychodynamic perspective. All three are psychodynamic theorists, holding that deep-seated psychological forces underlie personality development and human behavior. Asterisk, empirical orientation. Their ideas are largely experience-based and cannot be fully verified by conventional scientific methods, yet they offer unique insights into the human psyche. Asterisk, recognition of the unconscious. Both Freud and Jung emphasize the unconscious's influence on personality. Though Adler focuses more on the conscious dimension, he also acknowledges the role of the unconscious. The following outlines their major theoretical differences. 1. Core driving force of personality. Freud held that the central driving force of personality development is libido, the sexual instinct, and stressed the far-reaching impact of early life childhood experiences. Jung rejected Freud's biological instinct reductionism and put forward the concept of the collective unconscious, whose core components are archetypes, primal, non-specific images, or themes expressed symbolically, such as the mother archetype, the hero archetype, the wise old man, the persona, and the shadow. He argued that personality is driven by psychic energy and shaped by innate archetypal patterns. Adler founded individual psychology. He maintained that striving for superiority by overcoming inferiority is the core motive of personality development, and that sociocultural factors weigh more heavily than the unconscious. The inferiority complex stems from childhood experiences or perceived deficiencies. Feelings of inferiority and social interest are primary motivators that push people toward self-improvement and social contribution. A happy person heals from childhood wounds throughout life. An unhappy person spends a lifetime healing their childhood. 2. Theoretical focus. Freud centered on sexual instincts in the unconscious and the effects of childhood trauma. He traced psychological disorders to repressed unconscious desires and conflicts. Jung attached greater importance to the collective unconscious and inner human potential. His interpretation of dreams and symbols emphasized universal meaning, rather than mere wish fulfillment, highlighting cultural, religious, and symbolic dimensions. He emphasized individuation, the process in which archetypes are activated and personalized during growth to adapt to circumstances, resolve inner conflicts, and foster psychological maturation and self-realization. Adler focused on individual sociality and conscious mental processes. He underscored social factors and interpersonal relationships instead of sexual instincts or unconscious drives. 3. Therapeutic approaches. Freud uncovered unconscious material via psychoanalytic techniques such as free association and dream interpretation. Jung used analytical psychology methods, including active imagination and dream analysis. He prioritized individuation-oriented therapy and the exploration of symbolism, advocating personality growth through integrating opposites, consciousness and the unconscious, extraversion and introversion, and other polarities. Adler applied his education-inflected individual psychology framework, working directly at the conscious level to help people overcome inferiority and achieve self-transcendence. Conceptions of the unconscious. Freud saw the unconscious as a reservoir of repressed instincts and desires. Jung also accorded great weight to the unconscious and further proposed the collective unconscious, which contains archetypes inherited from the shared experience of human ancestors. Adler accepted the existence of the unconscious, yet placed greater emphasis on conscious individual choice and volition. 5. Views on the relationship between the individual and the society. Freud concentrated largely on intrapsychic mechanisms within the individual, with relatively limited discussion of individual-society relations. Jung stressed the connection between the individual psyche and the collective unconscious, arguing that collective unconscious forces shape individual psychology. Adler emphasized individual development within the social context. He believed human behavior is motivated by overcoming inferiority and pursuing contribution to the community. In summary, the theories of Freud, Jung, and Adler have exerted profound influence on the evolution of psychology. Freud laid the foundation for psychoanalysis. Jung expanded the scope of unconscious research built upon that foundation. Adler's individual psychology, meanwhile, aligns more closely with the practical demands of modern-day psychology. I am Wu Huaiyu, a PhD from the Chinese Academy of Sciences, and a postdoctoral fellow from Peking University, and the founder of AI philosophy. For more detailed information, please refer to the complete version of this book. In addition to this short video, you can also click on my avatar to view more long videos.